Alright, hello!
Hi!
So today was the second episode of Big Brother 14.
Yay!
And today they had nominations and the coaches competition. So, this new power now is the coaches competition. What do you think about it?
I like the coaches competition. I think it's really cool how they let the coaches compete because I'm sure, well, not Brittany because she sucks at competition.
She sucks.
But, people like Janelle and Dan and Boogie are excited to compete because they're actually good competitors. Even though Dan threw the competition.
I did not understand that at all. I did not understand his reasoning for that.
It irritated me. I expected more from Dan.
It's kind of messed up to his team. It's like, okay.
And it's like an insult to Janelle because everyone probably thinks oh yeah, Janelle did so good. And now it's like, no, he just threw it.
I think she would have beat Dan regardless.
She would have beat him regardless, but it's just an insult. You're not even going to try. You're a coach. What does that say about you?
I don't understand that. I thought that was a cop-out. He probably realized he wasn't going to do well anyway, so I'm just going to say that I'm throwing it.
Yeah, it's an excuse on
to make myself look better.
Diary room.
But I do like the coaches competition. I think it's going to make it very interesting later on down the road. If a coach has only one player left and they save that player, then it's going to cause tension between other alliances. Okay, so now Janelle and Brittany are together, and Boogie and Dan are together. Although I don't know if Dan's quite on board with Boogie as much.
I think he is. I don't like it because I feel like it's making Dan more cocky than he was in his other season.
It's true.
Just being with Boogie, I feel like it makes him more cocky. The way they were talking to each other in the backyard, being all mysterious.
You want to will it up?
Yeah.
Come on. He's just he's
And they're just talking about how, players are so naive. Shut up. You were a newbie at one point. Just because you won your season doesn't mean you're, an expert.
Exactly. And, I mean, this is going a little ahead, but... everyone's so naive. Oh, really? Because the look on your face when Frank got nominated was just hilarious.
It was priceless.
It was hilarious. He was just like, and I loved it. And I know that Janelle just loves screwing with Boogie, and she just loves it.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my god. I was so happy with that. But
alright.
Some other things. Willie comes clean. I don't know if he came clean to the rest of the house, but for those, who was it, Ashley and JoJo?
Yeah.
And Janelle?
I think it's just all of Brittany and Janelle's teams. It was a smart move, because I don't think they are very judgmental.
They probably
don't
care.
Boogie and Dan's teams will still use it against him.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, you're Russell's brother, whatever, you're evil. But it's good that he told, his alliance about it, because
so it doesn't come out later and then it
makes
breaks
him
the
look
alliance.
really bad. Yeah.
And it's
it was a good move on his part.
Yeah, I think he's trying to, set himself up for the next week when he's not going to be able to compete for HOH.
Yeah.
So he's trying to make sure, okay, well, let me just be honest, so next week nothing comes out to bite me in the butt, you know?
And they all knew anyway.
Yeah.
Everyone knew, so
yeah, and I don't
know.
A surprise. It seems like he's gonna be loyal to that alliance. It doesn't seem like he's gonna try to
he doesn't have any ulterior motives.
Or
no,
not yet at least. Maybe later on, but as for now, I think he's gonna stick with them.
I like it. He's doing well so far.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think they've got a good alliance. Their alliance is stronger than Dan and Boogie's.
And I think Janelle will stick with Willie because Janelle was a huge Russell fan. I was watching her on the feeds, and she's a huge Russell fan and feels like he deserved to win both seasons that he was on. So I was like, okay, she'll stick with Willie.
Yeah, that's
good. Because she knows Russell, so that was good.
Oh, Joe. Joe was so excited about this new alliance, and he was shouting in the diary room.
His diary room sessions were hilarious.
Oh my, he is just I just feel like he's so happy to be there, and he's just excited to be a part of everything and do everything and have an alliance. He's like, oh yeah.
He reminds me exactly like Chicken George.
A little bit, yeah. He's just I'm
he's
here.
The cleaner and the chef and everything, and he just loves being there. And he hasn't walked into the wrong room for the diary room, so that's good.
That's good. I think he's not as bad as Chicken George,
but he's so funny in the diary room.
Funny. He's so excited.
He reminds me of Yvette, how she'd just scream in the diary room. It's so funny.
Oh, he's great.
I feel like if I ever get on Big Brother, I want to just scream my
little
heart out.
I know. He feels very passionately about everything going on.
Whose diary room sessions I remember the most now, just because he's energetic about it.
I know.
We
oh
love
my
you,
gosh.
Joe. You're funny.
That was awesome. Brittany sucks at competition. Yeah. Okay.
What else is new?
What else is new? Yeah.
The look on her face when she found out that the coaches were gonna have a competition, she just was not happy at all.
What do you
I
expect?
loved
It's
it.
Big Brother. You're gonna have to compete. Like.
She was like, "Oh yeah, I'll go on there because I'm a coach, not because I have to compete." And I was like, "What? I have to compete?"
Yeah,
too?
exactly. Janelle was so excited. She's like,
She's
"All
like-
right, let's do this."
Yeah, she was like running so fast on the track.
I so wanted her to beat
I
Boogie.
wanted her
Oh
to,
god.
She wanted to beat Boogie.
Oh,
my
and
gosh.
what about Boogie's celebration? Like, any questions?
Any questions? Any questions? Like, yeah, can you shut the fuck up?
Seriously, that's how you make enemies in that place. It's like you
Like,
don't
no
need
one
to
likes
be.
your cockiness.
Seriously.
Like, shut up. No one even thinks you deserve to win All-Stars,
Exactly.
so I wouldn't be bragging.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Bugs.
What you beat Brittany, who sucks at competitions, and Dan, who threw it, and
Yeah.
that competition was like, I feel, geared more towards a guy. You know.
Yeah.
They have more strength, like climbing up things, and I don't know, whatever.
Next week.
Yeah, I think Janelle's gonna kick his ass overall, so that's
Oh.
fine.
She's just gonna have all this like built up energy, and
She just
like,
wants to
kick
kick.
his ass.
Oh, she
next
wants
week.
him. She wants him gone, and I can't wait. All right, let's talk about Ian's awkwardness. Oh my God, he reminds me of a friend that we know.
Yeah.
He's just so awkward, and I don't know. He would creep me out too if I was there.
I would find him very entertaining. I don't really get that creeped out easily, but he is just so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like how he was just. I mean, I kind of feel like
with the key look, okay.
it's just so funny. Like he's just so fascinated to be in the Big Brother house. I can understand it.
Yeah.
I would be the same way. I've been watching this show for like 10 years now, and I would be the same way if I was. Just,
I would too.
Like in the Big Brother house, it'd be surreal. I probably wouldn't go under a bed to check it out.
And he was just like hanging out there, like, yeah, okay. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh,
He's an interesting
He's
interesting
funny.
guy, and like for those of you that watched the feeds last night, Brittany was teaching him how to talk to girls. And
oh really?
yeah, she
I
was
didn't
just
see
like,
this.
okay, Ian, now let's have a conversation. So she would go, they went through a whole situation, and Ian was just so awkward about the whole thing, but I think he ended up asking Ashley out on a slop date later.
Oh my god.
And Brittany was preparing him for that. And let's talk about Boogie giving Ian the, immunity this week.
Yeah, I mean.
I think it was a smart choice because Ian would probably be walking out the
He
door.
would probably be leaving this week.
Yeah.
So I mean, he made the best move he could as a coach. It just kind of sucks.
It sucks for Frank.
What happened? Yeah, because Frank and Willie had a discussion.
Frank thought he was good.
And Willie told him they'd keep him safe as long as Frank kept Willie safe next week. And now that's like gone.
Mhm.
So
I think it was a smarter move to actually keep Ian safe, because if he kept Frank safe, then Frank's always going to be a target because he's an athletic guy, so they're just going to come after him either way. If he stays or if he goes this week,
Right.
If he stays, then he'll still be a target. But Ian, they might keep him around if they don't feel threatened by him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll grow on people.
Mhm.
Like, you just need to give him more than a week to
Yeah.
settle down and get
Yeah.
used to the house and everything, because he probably is not good in those kind of situations.
Yeah, for sure. So the coaches had to pick the have-nots.
It was funny because I was under the impression that the person that like did the worst in the
Yeah.
competition was gonna their team was all gonna be the have-nots. So I was telling Kaylin, I was like, yeah, Brittany's team is gonna be have-nots
Have-nots
every
all
week this
season.
summer.
And we were laughing because we were like, yeah, because that sucks to be on Brittany's team then.
Right. But I think it's fair because,
Yeah.
you wouldn't want Brittany's team on slop all summer. That would just not be good. So,
Yeah.
it's cool. Like, you pick one person from each team. So,
Mhm.
it's cool. And I think
that's
it's
fair.
fair that Ian, he got
He's on
immunity,
slop.
so he also got slop.
That's fair.
It kind of sucks for Ashley because she's been having back problems. And
Yeah.
she's on slop. So,
Yeah.
she's just not having a good week.
She's not. I'm excited to see her out, feel better and be who she is.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the nominations? Frank and Kara are nominated for eviction.
It's funny because, we've known about this for a few days now because we have the feeds, and we never really understood why Frank and Kara were picked, but now after watching the episode, we understand it's because it's, Janelle and Brittany's teams versus Dan and Boogie's team. So, I mean, they did the best thing they could. They took Boogie's
One from
best
each.
player
Yep.
and Dan's best player. So,
I think that's fair.
I think it's a smart way to go. I mean, when you have the house divided like that, that's the only thing you can really do.
I mean, what would your predictions be if, let's just say, if the nominations were kept the same? Who would you think will be evicted between Frank and Kara?
I think it makes more sense to get Frank out because I don't see Kara as a threat right now. And Frank, you know, he's like a guy. He's like tough and he can win at competitions. So like you're dumb to kick out Kara this week. It's a waste of a week of.
For sure. I think it would be better to weaken Boogie's team instead of trying to stack everything against Dan.
Yeah.
Dan has a team of 2 girls, and I don't think they're going to be the hugest competitors anyways, so I think Frank would be the best choice.
Right.
And I don't know. He's on Boogie's team, and Boogie's going to be in his head, and he'll do anything to win, just like Boogie did. So,
and our last point we want to bring up. Does anyone have the feeds? Because we're kind of getting irritated with the feeds.
Superpass. Oh, God.
Every summer,
learn how to work
we deal with the same crap, how they always put the fish tank on the TV in the middle of a conversation, like, every 2 minutes. And then today we were watching, and they had the picture up, but they were still playing the Big Brother theme song. Like, they couldn't get it right. And it's getting on my last nerve because I've bought these feeds for like the past 6 years now. So
yeah,
I just kind of had it.
It seems like they should have at least more than one person controlling the feeds and
like put me in there. Like I will control every freaking station.
Seriously, I'll go to like although you don't have Janelle.
I would put it on 4 different screens of Janelle. Okay.
Well, and another thing that bothers me about it is they only really have 2 different feeds, 2 different conversations going on at once. In reality, you could have 4 different ones of 4 different people, but they just put 2 angles of 2 different conversations.
It makes no sense to me why they can't have 4 different like camera views, like of 4 different things going on.
It's annoying. Superpass, come on.
Come on.
Step it up a little bit. Okay? Be a little better than the Glass House, okay? Although the Glass House has nothing on Big Brother.
So, next time we talk, it'll be POV.
POV on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So, we'll see you then. Let us know your thoughts.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.